Hello, how are you? It's Sue Maddox from maddoxcreations.com, and today I've had a bit of a clean up in my craft room, got rid of lots of bits that were starting to clutter up the desk, and I thought I'd take you on a little tour before I mess it up again. Let's see how we're looking this time. Okay, let me flick over to my little remote camera over here. Okay, go on the move. So this is my desk, which I could hardly see the top of a little while ago. It just gradually had things around the edge that were coming in. I've cleared it all off, put lots of pretty things on there at the moment. I can shift them out of the way if I want to when I'm having a bit of a creative session, but in the meantime, they look a little bit, make it look a bit nice. I like it. So this is my craft desk, and we'll just do a little zip around the room here. So we've got a cupboard beside it, the desk hutch up the top, whoops, and then I've got the DVD units behind the door there that are handy for lots of little storage. I've got a big wardrobe, we'll go through that another time, that's all pretty tidy at the moment too. And another shelving unit over here that we will have a look at another day. And behind me is another desk, and that's John's workstation where he has been working from home. Okay, let's zip over here. So over here we've got my stamp set collection, punches, little containers in there with some ink refills, a few other decorative things, sentimental items, envelopes over there on the right, and some retired stamps and things that are old favourites that I keep, a few other little sentimental bits and bobs down the bottom there. So that is that unit that handily fits behind the door. Now in the bookcase, which has had a big purge, what have we got? At the top, a basket and sign, my lovely cockatoo there from Redbird in Keilor, little mini Stampin' cut and emboss. I've grabbed all of the fake plants from around the house just about, and they've all gradually made their way in here. My little Stampin' sponges, some ribbons. My embellishments are over there on the left, and some other folders I still need to go through that little bit. Ribbons and pattern papers that have had a bit of a clean out, and down the bottom there is where I keep my little manila folders. I've got a couple of sheets of each of our colours of cardstock in there. My main unit is in the big wardrobe over there that's got like a pack of each colour. Okay, let's zip up to the top part now, and a cupboard here that just has stationery in it, I think. Yes, stationery things, my catalogues and notebooks for some courses and things that I'm doing. I had a little clean out in my inks. I had a few other little bits of clutter through there, so I rearranged that. I like that these are you can modify them, so I put all my blends on the right hand side now. I did have them mixed through, and then a little couple of trays there where I can keep the latest in colours, and then all of the other colours there. Over here in this little spot I've got my Stampin' Right markers, and that cupboard there's got a whole bunch of notebooks. I'm a massive notebook collector, so lots of spare notebooks in there. A few decorative things up the top, my little stone house that I have yet to put a roof on. And what have we got over here? Some little cards and things, so I rotate them around when I get a card off a friend. It's nice to have them. My gorgeous new addition here is this little cup. Isn't it beautiful? That was another Redbird purchase. Too nice to drink out of. I decided I'd put him here for aesthetics. I can go have a cuppa if I'd like to with it. Okay, let's have a look down here at the desk. So let's have a look. This pull out, which would be for a keyboard tray, I think it was originally designed for, but I've got my trimmer down here. I finally got rid of my old Simply Chamois. I decided it was time to get a fresh new one, so he's looking very pristine there, ready to go. I keep it in a DVD case, and it just keeps it damp a little bit longer. Got my oh my goodness, I've gone a blank on the name, stamp positioning machine there, and one of my lovely customers and her friend made this for me. It was a nice felt little piece there that you can, Stamparatus, that's it, that you can press and get a nice even pressure on there. So I keep that with my Stamparatus. what have we got over this side? Underneath a bag that I keep this great bag there because it's really handy for going to craft retreats, so that just lives under there. And my little roll of photo background vinyls, my bin as well, and my heavy duty, what do you call it, heavy duty trimmer cutter there for when I'm cutting multiple bits. Over here, this actually needs a bit of a clean out because some of the things in here I don't use a lot, but that is various different tools and things, and I keep my clear blocks up in these little trays. I can just grab the tray out when I'm working. Over here, and this is a little bit, the way we've got the room at the moment with the little pedestal thing here, it's a little bit trickier to get into this little section here. So there's not a lot in here at the moment. This can have a few other things when I find some other bits I'd like closer to hand. But I have got my, I think I've shown you this before, but my little container of neutrals that I'm reaching for all the time. So shimmery, whisper white, thick vanilla, not whisper white, it's basic white now. Adhesive sheets, some watercolour paper, some crumb cake that I use all the time. If I've got a favourite greeting, I quite often stamp a bunch of them and then just keep them in the front, so I can just grab one out if I need a quick greeting on a card. I love that, thanks. One. What else have we got down here? I've got one for pattern paper, and this is my project for today, is to go and chop some more stuff to pop in here because I've only got one in here at the moment, but I like to have some chopped up and small, ready to go, and I find I'm just more likely to get it out and use it then. Last one in here, and I had a bit of a clean up through this, took a bunch of little scraps and things to school for the kids to have a play with all that scrappy little bits of glimmer paper and foil. But this has got sorted foil, glimmer and specialty papers with some nice thick cardboard at the front and back just to hold it a bit straighter. So lots of little pretty shimmery things there. I can just grab out if I want to add some extra sparkle to a creation. Okay, let's have a look at the desktop now. And I've got over in the corner here, and when I'm working I grab all of these little bits out a little bit closer. They actually probably need a little bit of a sort through too. There's probably a few too many things there. Some nice little containers with all of our little glues and pens and things like that. I've got my magnetic board that I got ages ago. It's been so handy. Dimensionals, of course, on the left here, and a bunch of other adhesives in the various little spots there. Glue dots that we're reaching for all the time. My little colour chart there. What else have we got? Some other little bits and bobs, and some favourite photos and things around the place as well. Over here, some little trays that when I'm working I quite often put some little spare embellishment things on these little trays, and when I'm not, they're just nice and pretty, aren't they? I like those. A little bowl here that John made me in with his wood lathe when he got that all set up. So just odds and ends in here really. So some leftover, if I'm stamping greetings, I quite often do a bunch and punch a bunch. So I've got some spare ones in here, some spare things from my last project. And what have we got in here? If I'm cutting, quite often I cut some of these basic shapes and just sit down and grab a bunch out of these, and then they're just handy to help finish off a project. If I've just got the greeting to go, I can just grab one of those out. Okay, let's pop that in there. Oh, spare hearing aid batteries, they're always handy. Okay, and let's zip over to the other unit over behind us now. Okay, this is one of our one of those IKEA units that I grabbed. Look at this gorgeous project up the top. I love this one. This was a few years ago. I made that with all of the weddings from my mum's side of the family and my dad's side of the family. Okay, and some other little favourite things at the top there. All my buttons and leftover embellishments I popped into this gorgeous jar. That is my dies and embossing folders, and that is also waiting for me to go through and have a little bit of a sort through and label and put a few more onto the magnetic sheets and things. My little washi tape collection. Some more little card packs and things like that in that one, and some notebooks. I've been rearranging scrapbooking albums. I've brought a few of those into here as well. And down the bottom we've got my big Stampin' cut and emboss machine, and another little container of tools and things is down there. Okay, we've got a little that's a wheelable trolley I can wheel out and pop next to me when I'm working. That's just got some leftover things. I haven't quite got to that one yet. Okay, over here is our other bit of the room. That is the officey part of the room. And let's open up these drawers and see what is in here. Okay, so open up the wardrobe, and down here we've got all of my cardstock. So there's a pack of each colour basically in there. I had a big trolley with all of these drawers on it, and the trolley was a little bit too much weight really for the trolley. So we ended up, after many years, we got rid of those, and then John made me this nice unit that just fit perfectly into that space, and I made use of all of the drawers from the trolley so that's been quite handy. What have we got up here? Just some various baskets and bits and things. My cards ready to post. Another few albums, card sleeves, spare adhesives. Got my little lost and found section here. This is a basket of stamps that I can't, have to go and find where they came from. And some different things for mailing, some leftover bits and bobs up the top there. So pretty soft. I've got all my bunch of old catalogues over there in the back left there, and a few things still to go through, but anyway, it's looking pretty tidy. I'm quite happy with that. Some spare envelopes and sorted different specialty size cards are in there. What else have we got? My gold bling over in the corner. Okay, and that is about that. Let me close the doors again there. And so that is a tour through my craft room. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a peek around before I no doubt mess it all up again. They don't stay tidy for very long, do they, craft rooms? But I always like a bit of a look at how people store things or what their space looks like. So I hope you enjoyed a little look through mine today. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you again next time. I've been Sue Maddox from maddoxcreations.com. Thank you.